Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Episode 55 of the 9 to 5 Fitness Podcast. I'm excited. I've got Anabolic Gabe with me. Gab, how are you? How'd you sleep?
Slept very well, mate, like an absolute baby. A few beers at the SP last night and sent to sleep. I watched about 32 seconds of a movie and then I was out like a light, as Drake would say.
I actually fell asleep while listening to a podcast, so that's a standard
Were you listening
occurrence.
to your own voice?
No, I was actually listening to Joe Rogan and Jordan Peterson, and then I think I worked all the way through that. Woke up at about 5 a.m. and was about 4 episodes deep.
Yeah, sounds like a very misogynistic podcast, mate.
Oh, God, don't get me started. Anyway, we've got a big podcast today. We've had a big week, but most importantly, we've got a lot of questions to get through. So we're going to answer your questions today, so make sure you listen. We've got some good ones. What's happened lately?
A lot, to be honest. I don't even know where to start, literally. So I want to start off with something we mentioned in a few episodes back, right? I went to this place called Public House and absolutely dragged them because I was with a girl. She got kicked out and it was a bad experience, right? They've turned around and they've really picked up their game, honestly.
We are big advocates.
Big advocates. Like, our opinion has completely changed of Public House.
Love the security guards.
It's not because of the envelope full of cash they gave us either. Like, we genuinely do love them. So I'll explain the story to you guys if you want to hear it. Do you want to hear it?
Yeah, well, we've got a whole podcast, so
yeah, let's get
we're a
into
minute in, so you can.
Yeah, so last Saturday night, it was me, you, another mate, another girl.
Yep.
We were with Higo as well, but he had a game, so he wasn't allowed to come out, unfortunately.
We just did potty with him.
Yeah, and so we call the Uber there. Get out the Uber, mate, there's a sea of people. I reckon the line is 2 hours long. And Louis there just like, nah, let's just head to the dingy old joint around the corner. You know, there won't be a line there. We just want to get out. Just want a beer. Don't want the commotion. Don't want to wait in line.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And so we rock up straight away. Bloke comes up to us.
Mate, we got out of the Uber and you were getting your shit together because you do your fucking 10-step process to do anything. So you're checking in the back of the Uber for if you've lost anything. I get out and this guy comes over. He goes, "You going Public House?" I said, "Well, we're thinking about it, but not sure." His name's Lockie, an absolute legend. And he goes, "Come with me." And I go, he goes, like, "Louis and Gab, come with me." I was like, "Can we bring our friends?"
Yeah.
He's like, "Fuck yeah."
Yeah.
Mate.
I felt like I was Kanye West or something at the Grammys, like just getting VIP treatment on the red carpet.
Yep.
I feel really bad because the line was so fucking long.
Yeah. We didn't feel that bad.
No, I didn't feel that bad at the time. I felt like a fucking champion.
Went straight through.
Mate, went straight through. Like those same bouncers that gave me an ordeal last time.
Oh.
They're like, yeah, head in, brother.
Straight in.
Yeah, just these ones? Yeah, head in, brother.
Straight in.
Mate, what is that?
We were so well looked after. And it was a great night, wasn't it?
Yeah, and then they follow me on Instagram the next morning.
Really?
So Public House, you're in the good books now.
Good books. And not even, like, we're actually not sponsored by any means. Yeah. We just got lucky with that we met this guy and he, I don't know, knew someone and then we got in.
It's not about what you know.
It's about who you know.
Yeah.
So we're building our connections there. I think the next kind of bar we want that to happen at is the SP. We've had a few kind of good things happen to us there in terms of we did like a bit of promotional work for them.
But my kind of grand scheme, this is end game. I want like a bar sponsorship or a club sponsorship in each major area of Melbourne. So like I want one in Richmond. Like Public House would be fantastic.
Yep.
I want one in the city, maybe like Rooftop or something. That's quite happening, or Arbury, something like that.
Maybe to do this, we'll make this out a reels out of this, like a TikTok, and hopefully it does well, and then that generally does the trick.
Yeah. So Richmond City, and then I want one in Chapel Street as well. I want maybe Electric, something like that. That'd be unreal.
Electric would be
and
good.
then we want one in St Kilda, which is obviously has to be the SP.
Yeah. So if you own any of those, shoot us a message. We can throw you on our story as much as you want, brother. Yeah. We don't need free drinks. I just hate the lines.
Oh, I don't like.
And security guards wig me the fuck out.
Yeah.
So,
although it was good last night because we just picked up these new card holders. Oh, you didn't even? Did you use yours? You didn't. Yeah. So you fling out the ID in the RM Williams card holder, feeling $1 million. It's awesome.
We went to Arbury yesterday. We had a really big podcast, which is very exciting, and we're just having some celebratory beers. And I said in a couple of podcasts ago, I actively don't really thank security guards because like I feel like there's a bit of a power complex there, and it's like when you're leaving, oh thank you. Anyway, we're walking out of Arbury, far out. Felt like we were Kanye West. They were thanking us.
Yeah.
Thanks, boys. Have a great night.
Yeah,
I was rattled. Thank you.
I got a funny story about Arbery, which I'm not sure I should share, but maybe I will.
Yeah.
I've been there 3 weeks in a row now. The first week, the line was about, very long, right? And so I try to sneak in the bouncers, or me and my mates try to sneak in the bouncers, like, no way, mate. So, like, heading home, hanging our heads in shame, walking back to the other way because we had a movie, we were watching the new Jackass, right? And so there's like a wharf on the back of Arbery. I'm completely incriminating myself. I might go to jail after this story.
Yeah.
But there's a wharf on the back of Arbery connecting to like the back gate there. My mate was like, boys, this guy's a med student as well. Like at a top, he's, bang on premium proper. He's not a criminal, right? He goes, lads, let's just jump the fence.
Let's do it.
Absolutely wild from you, mate.
Yep.
And so he does it. Me and my other mate are kind of pussing out, and we just follow suit, So
Sheeple.
And we get in there, spick and span. No one bats an eye, and we skip the line completely. Yeah, don't abuse this cheat code, guys. So.
Nah, don't. We don't recommend.
People keep doing it, they'll catch on.
Arbery's another one we could add to the list of where we want to be.
Well, that's what I said.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. If you were listening, mate.
Nah, I wasn't. I'm just listening to our neighbour's dog that's barking down a storm.
Oh, come on, mate.
Put
a sock in it.
Last night,
we've just been chatting heaps about
last night was
drinking
a movie.
and going out.
Yeah,
well,
they like listening to it. So
but going to the SB, great fun, mate. I had this new Manscaped cologne on. It was some sort of magnetising scent. I don't know what happened. It was absolutely fantastic though. Like SB, that was probably the first time I've been in a good while, like a very long time. Probably over a year, and it was just great fun. Yeah. Oh, but I don't know. Did anything annoy you there? Plenty.
Heaps, mate.
Yeah, just like really drunk people piss me off.
Just guys, mate. Drunk guys. And this guy's sweaty back was like pressed up against my face. And he was just like I'm all for having a good time. And if there's a dance floor is a place to kind of have a bit of a jump around. But mate, just chill out a little bit.
Yeah.
He was like the size of his bony back was like in my face. He was sweating up a storm.
Oh, mate.
He was swinging his arms
swinging
around.
elbows, swinging his hips around like a Shakira or something. It's like, brother, you like fucking take a look at your... Like, I'm sorry. I don't want to make anyone feel bad for having a good time. But if you look from a third person perspective, like...
Just, you're up here, just bring it down to here. My favourite one, though, all night... There was this old guy, and by old, I mean he was like 55, 60, I reckon. Oh, probably 40 to 60. And he was like kind of on his phone, and he's just kind of looking down the whole time. And he just kept like touching your arm.
Oh, mate!
He was tagging you, and he just kept touching you.
No. You didn't feel what I felt, okay? So, like, this might sound a little bit... How are you going? Maybe a little bit arrogant. I don't mean for it to come across like that, but I was having a great time. I was in like the centre there, and like... Fuck, I don't know how to say this without sounding like an absolute dickhead, but...
You got no chance.
They were just like... when a group of girls come up and they try to like position their friend next to like a guy they're trying to get with or whatever.
Guys do it as well,
Guys do it as well. It's like, I can see it in my peripheral vision, like what you're doing. It's not exactly discreet. And there were just like groups of girls doing that all over the place to me. I wasn't necessarily interested in at that point in time, but like it was good fun. I was kind of like in the center, lads, but not really lads. It was all girls. And then, like, I was just having a good time, right? And there's this bloke looking down at his phone, and he starts like caressing my elbow.
Oh,
I don't know, maybe because of what I was wearing, he thought maybe I was like gay or something. Yeah. I don't know, because I got like an earring. He might have thought I was gay.
Every shot you don't take, mate. That was so funny.
But what I now realise is when I walked to the bathroom earlier, he also like was caressing my shoulder when I walked past, and I was like, I literally told him, fuck off.
Well, you were on the dance floor. You just go, dude, stop touching me.
Yeah. No, I said like, dude, stop fucking touching me. And he got the hint pretty quickly and he fucked off.
Yeah, he took off. He was so weird.
Mate, he wasn't just like doing that. He was genuinely caressing my elbow.
I like it when my arm gets rubbed.
Not by a 50-year-old man. That's just odd. Yeah, no, I really didn't rate that. I was like, mate, get the fuck off me right now.
That was so funny.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Yeah, there was a bit of that. I think... just like the crowd is a bit different to what it normally is, but we had a good time nonetheless and met a few cool people and blokes on the dance floor who are just, they've had...
Swinging their hips around.
Yeah, they've had one too many, vodka lime bitters or whatever.
There's one more thing I want to comment on, and that is blokes that wear hats in clubs. What's going on there?
I think mostly the receding hairline is a big crack there. Would be a large reason. Fair enough. But some of the ones I saw, one guy, mate, he had a mane.
Yeah.
He had a mane and he was wearing the hat.
Maybe I'm biased because I'm not a hat man. Like, you'll never really catch me wearing a hat. I just think I look better without a hat. But like, why? I don't know. Like, I don't think a hat really improves like your looks. But again, I might be biased, and I just don't like. It's not exactly sunny at midnight at the SB. Like, I don't know why you'd wear a hat. If you guys are a hat wearer and you like wearing it at clubs, my ears are open. I'm an open-minded person. I want to know what kind of the pros you have are. What are the benefits of wearing a hat?
I reckon
inside?
they just feel better wearing it would be like the main thing. Like, they just feel better about themselves. But I think the old receding hairline would be a big one. And as you get older, that becomes more and more.
Do you think
prominent.
your hairline's receded?
Yeah, it's probably a little bit. Yeah, to those peaks up there.
Because I've always had this widow's peak, like since a kid, and I think people think that's like receding, but it's just like the genetics things. Like, my mum has it. Like, it's just that Russian type of hairline there. So I think it's stayed
Russian
pretty steady.
hairline.
Yeah, I think my granddad had it. My mum has it. Like, it's just the widow's peak. It's a genetic thing, you know?
Yeah. Well, I've definitely got a widow's peak. Anyway, hair's bloody hair. Do you want to talk about your cycling?
Oh, yeah. Well, did we do anything fun this week? I went away. What did you do?
Worked.
Yep. Cool.
That's it.
Well, I randomly just went away during the week, quite spontaneously. Drove up to kind of like Falls Creek area, 5-hour drive, very solid. And went on some cycling because my cycling group were doing like a cycling tour for 10 days. And I just hitched along for a few days, you know, and it was great fun. I did this, what did we do? So Falls Creek, it's like the mountains there. It's pretty insane. It's like, have you been up there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
It's just absolutely
Stunning.
amazing. But the first day of cycling, we did this 160k ride, but it's not the Ks that are, you know, the hard bit. It's the climbing. And obviously, if you're climbing, your Ks aren't really going up that high. So, like, the first one, you climb up Falls Creek, and it's literally a 2-hour climb. 2 hours if you're just like an average cyclist. I think one of my mates who's a world tour rider, he's got the KOM for it. He's done it in 1 hour. He's
halves
flying.
the time.
Just halves the time. So that's pretty insane. But like, climbing for 2 hours is just absolutely ridiculous. And it was just a completely beautiful area. And now the really, you know, the notorious bit of Falls is the back of Falls, which is shorter but way steeper. So you're climbing for about an hour at like a 10% gradient, I think. And they call it WTF, like the WTF end, because it's like you're just climbing it and you're thinking, what the fuck? Like, when does it end? And it is literally torture. And for me, this ride was the biggest ride I've done in terms of elevation, in terms of distance, in terms of kind of everything. And it was actually a real resilience activity because like there were I wanted to give up like the whole time, especially at the end there. And like I was just not moving. I had a headwind in my face. I was climbing. It was just fucking shit.
How vulnerable do you feel on like those really difficult kind of cardio ventures? I find that's like and you have to be resilient through it.
I was kind of, because I'm not used to as much cycling volume, I was kind of like the last one out of the group, and I was like by myself for so long, and it was just hills. Like, a lot of these guys are really good climbers, and I was riding with my dad at one point, and he goes, mate, there's just a few more rollers, don't worry. Dad, they weren't fucking rollers, mate. They were like, they were brutal. Like, and I was literally by myself. No one was around. I was just swearing because I was like cracking the shits because like these hills just kept going. And I don't know, if you guys climb and you're kind of heavy, like it's hard work. And there were snakes on the ground rolling everywhere. I saw a bullet at one point. I thought I was in the bloody apocalypse. But yeah, it was just great fun, great area. And yeah, I think it's really good for your resilience. Like,
yeah, definitely. Well, that's the first time I've kind of been alone in this house for a while since you went to the Gold Coast, I reckon. Yeah. And it's nice. It's all right. But you get a bit lonely.
How did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it's good. I mean, like, doesn't really matter.
Did you throw any parties? Have any girls over?
Yeah, bulk.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. But yeah, you get a bit lonely sometimes.
Well, I was here for 16 days by myself. So a bit longer than the 3 days I left you for.
It's a fair while. I think you're good at being alone though, aren't you?
Yeah, I like it.
We'll get into that because we actually have a question surrounding being lonely. Yeah. Should we get into the mailbag?
Yeah. I'm trying to think if there's anything else on the cycling topic. I just love cycling. I'm actually thinking of getting a new bike as well. So the most common question I get is, Gab, what bike do you have? I've got the Canyon Air Road. You can't get them secondhand or firsthand. They're just so rare. I'm actually going to be selling mine. I think, it'll be listed up at some point, and I'm going to get like a new top-end road bike. If you guys don't know anything about road bikes, they're ridiculously expensive, but for me, like a real investment. So like a top-end road bike anywhere between 15 and 25k. It's kind of scary to think about. But
yeah.
I think I'll probably be investing in like my dream bike.
That's exciting to have your dream bike at 23.
Yeah.
I feel like, the bike thing and the bike technology, it just gets a little bit better every year, but they throw on more and more cash.
One of the guys in the group says, mate, get that bike and she'll never argue with you. It's just like so deep. Because all these blokes have
that's head noise.
All these blokes have $15,000 to $20,000 bikes.
Yeah, she'll never argue with you.
Get that bike. She'll never argue with you.
Do it.
Because I was looking at the you know how there's scales based on the components you can get for it.
Yeah.
You know, they kind of start at like 8k. You know, you get this one. It's like 10k, then 13, then 14, then 15.
Yeah.
And it's like, mate, get the top end one and she'll never argue with you. That's your bike for the next 10 years. Yeah.
Lock in. That's the way to do it. Well, I think you should get that bike. And
it'll look good. RS3, roof racks, bike.
Hurry up and get the RS3. I'm excited.
Yeah, well, mate, another spanner in the works with the car. So I was driving back from Falls Creek at 6 a.m. yesterday. Obviously, there's kangaroos everywhere. My eyes were absolutely peeled. One comes out of nowhere. Hits my car pretty softly. So I'm like, won't be too much damage. I pull up at Macca's on the freeway at like 8 a.m. My car's fucked.
Have you?
There's a fucking piece missing.
That's like always the way. It's like, no, it's going to be fine.
Just buff it out.
Have you heard some kangaroos, like big ones, if they kind of hop just before you hit them and they come through the windscreen, because they always survive, they're tough as fuck, and they get into your windscreen and just panic. So like they're in your car kicking it, and you can't get out because your seatbelt's locked in. How scary is that?
Dude, I fucking hate kangaroos.
Yeah, we might start eating more kangaroo, mate.
Yeah, look, I don't want to annoy any vegans. I literally had one bloke message me going, don't vote for the Greens so we can keep our culling license. I don't know how I feel about that, but kangaroos are bloody annoying.
We've got heaps of them anyway.
Yeah.
I think a bit of a pest control solution there. But you don't want them getting into your windscreen.
Yeah, thanks for stuffing my car up, you absolute prick of a thing.
Yeah,
I was shook up at 6 a.m. I was like,
who needs a coffee?
Yeah.
You got kangaroos. That's good. Well, hopefully your car's all right.
Yeah, should be all right.
But you're all right. That's what's most important.
So in order to keep a roof over our heads, we have a few sponsors on today's podcast. And when we accept sponsors, they're always products we really believe in. We've had a few brands reach out, send their products down, and we've had to kind of turn them down and say, like, this isn't good enough quality for us to promote, kind of thing. So the first one is Manscaped. This podcast is presented to you by Manscaped. Now, this is kind of the pinnacle of male grooming. I think they've got such a fantastic array of products. I think every bloke needs one or two items from their website. What do you reckon? Yeah, absolutely. Male grooming is important and you need to take it seriously, guys. And Manscaped are going to hook you up. And if you want to support us, you can. What are your favourite products? Well, definitely the Lawnmower 2.0, but I just got the Weed Whacker. 2.0? 4.0. Yeah. But I just got the Weed Whacker, and that's a cracker. What about for you? Well, they've actually just sent us down this Manscaped Refined Cologne, and I thought this would be a bit of a meme because I thought, it's just like Manscaped, surely they're not like Chanel or Christian Dior or anything like that. I whacked it on last night. Mate, I reckon it had some sort of magnetizing effect in it. It was just like an absolutely unreal scent, and I love it. So if you guys want to pick up some of their products, you can go to their website, use code NTF, you'll get 20% off and also free shipping, and you'll help support your favorite podcasters in the world. Cheers. Next one, guys, we have Tomorrow Skincare. Now, I like to keep clear skin because I think it's important, when you're putting yourself out there, when you're dating, when you're making videos, you want your skin to be clear because, you just exude confidence. You feel better about yourself. I always used to be very self-conscious with my skin. And then I learned if you start actually washing your face, you're going to lose pimples. Yeah, literally. I remember when I was going to the gym and absolutely sweating up a storm, my acne was so bad and it made me so self-conscious. I'd be trying to manage it as much as possible. Now I've got an unreal skincare routine. So it's called Tomorrow Skincare. The link will be in the bio. But it's basically like a 4-step skincare routine. You use the foam gel cleanser. So that's number 1. So I usually do that in the shower. Then after that, when you're dry, I use the liquid toner, a few drops, rub it in, let that absorb. The next one is a structure serum. Again, just a little bit. You don't want to do too much and just like rub it over. And then you finish off with the fourth one, which is the gel moisturizer. These are all highly scientifically backed, and you feel $1 million after it.
It's pretty simple too. Step 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah, every bloke needs to get this if you don't have a skincare routine, and you can use code NTF, and I think you get 10% off or some sort of discount like that. The final sponsor of today is Jabra. These guys have literally the best headphones in the game. We always used to use the AirPods, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Like kind of trendy, definitely comfortable, until Jabra reached out to us. They said, if you don't like them, don't post about them. Mate, these are like unparalleled.
We more than like them. Like, we are such advocates for them. They've changed like the game.
Because we're kind of snobs when it comes to gym earphones. I remember you had the Bose ones and you needed a degree in IT to connect them to Bluetooth.
Yeah, $350 too.
These Jabra ones almost connect too quickly to Bluetooth. It's like, hang on a sec, how did you connect to that?
Multiple devices as well.
Yeah, mates. And it's crazy. And the other thing is, like, the sound experience is unparalleled. Like, compared to AirPods, they make them look like some Walmart, like $20 earpiece broke pods that you get. They're insane. And my favorite feature about the Jabra true wireless ones, so I've got the Elite ones, which are really good for the gym, Elite Active, I believe. I can wear them in the shower.
Yeah.
So my favorite thing to do is have a shower after the gym, and I'm still blasting like rap music while I'm in the shower, and it is seriously a euphoric experience.
It's fantastic. Well, your bathroom is right near the head of my wall, so I can't hear a thing, and you're listening to music.
And it's better because I'm not blasting the speaker, so...
Love it.
And guys, if you do want to pick yourself up a pair, head to their website, add some stuff into your basket, use code NTF, and I believe you will get 10% off, and you'll help support us.
Cheers. Good. Let's get into the mailbag. First one is not actually a question.
Then what is it?
It's a comment. It says it's from David_Katzen. Says, no question here, fellas. Just keep up the insane work and outstanding podcast. Thank you very much, mate.
I really appreciate that. You know, it makes it feel all worthwhile.
It does. It feels like the podcast is really...
You know what
primed.
I've been really hearing, like, on when we're out and stuff and people coming up to us is like, there was like, mate, you just keep up the work. Like, you are positively impacting so many people. And it's like, you kind of forget about that sometimes, especially when there's just like some little troll trying to get attention.
Yep.
But like, it actually does have a good impact. And, you know, sometimes I forget that. And, you know, just getting little reminders about that is so awesome to hear.
And we honestly couldn't do it without you guys. And I'd say that sincerely, because like, you send in these questions and they are the podcasts that do so well. And like, when you ask us questions about our lives, our experiences, and we're able to answer, I think that's what helps people the most. So keep sending in questions. And if you have a question, like, genuinely ask it, and hopefully we can get to it.
Yep. With the next question here, should we keep it anonymous, do you think? Because it's...
Yeah, probably do. I reckon.
Yeah.
You know who you are, mate.
I don't want to out anyone. It's not particularly sensitive, but the question is how to deal with being lonely.
Yeah, it's a great question, and probably something that a lot of people not battle with, but are trying to get right. And you want to be comfortable on your own, don't you?
This is a topic that I kind of relate to a lot because when I was in school, like kind of later years of high school, I didn't really have too many friends, and I'd kind of spend the time like in the study room studying, you know, trying to grind out, you know, playing a lot of video games, everything like that. I was quite, introverted, you know, good at being lonely, good with my own company. Then having like a few girlfriends and whatnot. And the hardest thing is like when like the breakup happens and then you're like, fuck, what do I do with myself? And like that loneliness really hits you.
Oh, totally, mate.
So like I had to attack that pretty head on. The first breakup for me, first major breakup, first person I ever loved, like I went on an exchange straight away. So it was great having all these people.
You can't distract yourself.
Distracting yourself, which is great. But I don't think it kind of swept everything under the rug. And so I did a bit of solo travel, and I think I really got good at being with my own company. Solo
traveling, like if you want how to deal with being lonely or how to get good at being lonely, is solo traveling. So I was lucky enough to do my gap year in Europe, and I was on my own, and like I'd go days without having a genuine conversation with people, and nothing above kind of surface or under surface conversation. So I think that's like a great way to kind of get over it. Obviously not everyone can do it, but I think the big one is just being like happy with yourself. I've heard a lot of things where it's like actually enjoy your time by yourself. So go and do fun things for yourself and by yourself. Like for me, that's going for a walk.
Yeah.
That might be to do, you know, at the property, or, you know, even like go and take yourself out to mini golf or something. You know, like something. Do an experience to really enjoy being by yourself.
Yeah, a few of the things that I really enjoyed. Well, to give you guys some perspective, I do really enjoy hanging out with friends and good quality people. But there's sometimes, if it's happening too many times in a row and I don't have any time to myself, actually, I'm like, hang on, I just need to like take a bit of time just to check in with myself with a bit of mindfulness, whether that be through meditation, journaling, going for a walk, hitting the sauna, going to the gym by myself with the headphones in. I really enjoy those kinds of activities. And yeah, I think through kind of my solo travel experiences and, you know, just doing things by myself, I've really learned to enjoy my own company. So I think where it kind of started, I was in Sri Lanka and I was trying to find the gym around there. And obviously it's not exactly easy to find a gym in like these rural parts of Sri Lanka. So I'd go and I'd order a tuk-tuk. The bloke would barely speak English. And I'd say, take me to the nearest gym. He'd drive 45 minutes in his tuk-tuk and I'd go to this abandoned gym and work out there. And it was just great fun. I was kind of like on my own. It's like, you're the only one looking out for yourself. And if anything goes wrong, it's kind of on you. And I think having that responsibility in that solitude, I don't know, that's like, at the end of the day, I think Matthew McConaughey said this on a podcast. It was like, you're the only person you have to live with for the rest of your life. So it's like, you better, like, it'd be a good thing to have a good relationship with that person. You know, it doesn't matter any girlfriend, like, it sounds sad, but you are going to die alone. Like, they're not going to die, if that makes sense. But
Grim.
yeah.
Thanks, mate. Kids are crying.
Yeah, sorry.
Nah, for sure. I think, so the question is how to deal with being lonely. So let's say you are lonely, you're in your room. I think you've got to recognize as well, especially when you're a teenager and kind of a younger adult, you got all these emotions, all these kind of hormones and stuff running around your body. It's easy to spiral into this feeling of like, I'm so alone, like I'm by myself, and then you can give into other feelings. You know, let's say, you know, this person's probably thinking this about me, or like all these probablys that aren't actually happening. So it's good to recognize that you are probably spiraling in that sense and
just overthinking
things, you know.
One thing I want to mention with dealing with being lonely is really attacking those feelings head on. So not kind of sweeping them under the rug and distracting yourself, because if you are scared of being by yourself, there's no way of preventing 100% of the time of being alone. Like, there's going to be times like that, so it's best you kind of address it head on, address it from the root. Like, it's great to be around friends and everything like that, but it's not going to be like that all the time. So I'd say sit down with yourself. For me, it's meditation. 30 minutes, just sit there with your own thoughts. I know that can be scary, but really just check in with yourself and understand, why am I scared of being alone? For me, it's difficult to say, but I kind of prefer being alone some of the time. It's good to have a balance, but I really do value that alone time. And I think if you can get to a point like that, then it's really a superpower. I've had previous partners and things like that. They get hit way harder by the loneliness from the breakup, and they go and find a replacement or something to fill that void. Whereas I think that's kind of not a great way with dealing with it. I think that's kind of just distracting yourself and, I don't know, not really dealing with the core issue.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, understand when you're having fun alone as well. Like just enjoy those moments. That's my biggest tip.
Yep. I think I've done a lot of speaking on that topic there.
It's good.
Do you want to go for this question here?
Yeah.
I think you can speak a fair amount about that one.
Yeah, sure. So _Henry Woolcock says, what is your favourite thing to do away from the fitness side of things? I thought it was actually a really good question. So thanks, Henry. So for me personally, believe it or not, fitness, like the gym is actually not my whole personality. Like, I don't actually like talking about the gym that much outside of the gym or outside of 9 to 5 fitness. I'd say one of my biggest pet peeves, and same with you, in fact, we had it last night as well, is like just friends and stuff just wanting to talk about gym the whole time. So like, Gab had a drink last night and some girl was like, oh, how many calories is in that? And it's like, stuff like that is just
shut the fuck up.
Like we don't actually care that much, you know. Like, we're 23, we're gonna have a lot of fun.
Like, I never heard that one before.
So yeah, like I don't actually have any friends that go. I mean, I have friends that go to the gym, but they're friends because they're friends, not they're. I didn't meet them at the gym, and that's so fine if you do meet friends at the gym. So like, it's not actually something that I'm that I'm very passionate about it, but it's not my whole life. So what do I do away from it? Well, like podcasting and stuff, like I'm really interested in kind of, especially with our podcast, in helping others and what we can grow on that side of things. Footy as well, and then also just being around friends and family, especially up at the farm.
Yeah, definitely. I think, it's a great point that you mentioned, like people saying how many calories. It's like, come on, come off it. Just give us a break. People at parties pulling up videos. Oi, bro, can you review my deadlift? No, put your phone away. Even if you paid me, I wouldn't look at it. Just like, I can't, I'm not looking at it. I don't even look at it when I'm working. Like, I don't care.
I understand it comes from a point of like wanting to start conversation and like, you know, I really appreciate that, but it's like, I don't want to talk about the gym right now. You know,
we're off right now.
Yeah. Like that's work.
Yeah, that's work. We don't want to work right now. And that's something I realized through this week. Just having that off time is so important. Just like getting off the emails, getting off the socials for a little bit. So good. But anyway, back to the question, my favorite things to do away from the fitness side of things. I really like cooking, practicing mindfulness, again, socializing with friends and family. What else is there that I like to do?
Cycling.
Yeah, but that's fitness.
Oh, fitness. Yeah.
I think that's about it. Sleeping. It's another good one. And grinding business and studying, I think, is some of the stuff I like to do. Yep.
Hopefully we answered your question there, mate. I think, that's actually a fantastic question. It's probably something we need to think about a little bit more.
Yep.
You got the next one.
Cool. So, Percy Northrop, thoughts on weed?
Yeah. It's a good question and probably something that is very glorified in this day and age. And I don't have a single problem with people smoking weed. I couldn't care less. However, I think it's so glorified that people think it like helps them train. It helps them do all that, that. And to be honest, like it's really addictive, believe it or not. And it's probably not going to aid your life that much.
I think for me, I just know way too many people that are withholding their own potential because they're so dependent on it. And I know a lot of people in the comments will probably argue, but you know, if you're not dependent on it, I don't know. I reckon it's a very slippery slope, to be honest. There's a fine line between kind of dependent on it and, you know, just being able to kick it.
Yeah.
But I just know way too many people that aren't the best versions of themselves when they're smoking this stuff. And, you know, they're just lighting up every night and, you know, they're lethargic. They're going to bed late. They're not necessarily productive with their time.
Getting Uber Eats every night.
Yeah.
Like, it's expensive as well.
Yeah, I don't know. The thoughts on it, man, like... Look, I don't think that it's the most illicit drug there is. Like, I understand there can be benefits and things like that, but I just don't think it's something you should be integrating into your kind of regular lifestyle.
Yeah, I just don't see how it can improve, like, your life. And not saying everything you do needs to improve your life. Like, if you want to smoke weed because it makes you feel good at night, like, whatever, like, do you, mate. But I wouldn't go getting into it. And it's like... this whole thing of trying to convince people that it's like, it's all G, and it's like, dude, just like, it's like, no, this stuff is going to affect your life. And if you start it from a really young age, well, it's going to affect your brain as well.
I can understand from a creative perspective, for example, like a Joe Rogan or like a comedy person or someone who's very creative and that's kind of their line of work and they need that to kind of unlock that next zone. I can understand it from that perspective in saying that it's still kind of unhealthy, but...
Coburn Vincent asks, what's your grooming routine? By the way, I'm off to the Navy, so I might not see this for 3 months.
Well, mate, I wish you luck in the Navy and I hope you're protecting the Australian shores from any pirates and stuff like that.
Yeah, well, there's a bit going on. I hope you got your bloody aim on, mate. So
yeah,
aimbot, yeah. Russia and Ukraine and China.
How you going?
How you going? Good luck, brother.
I'll stay out of it for the time being. But
Yep. What's his grooming routine going to be? What's yours?
Well, we have mentioned a few sponsors in this which are heavily integrated into our grooming routine. So I'm a man who sweats a lot. I go through a lot of laundry. I like to keep fresh though. I don't like to be a smelly bloke. So cycling in the morning, gym kind of in the late afternoon, I'm sweating heaps. I kind of have 2 showers a day. And within that, so what do we do? In the shower, I brush my teeth. Actually, no, I floss first. So I use one of those flossers. Then I've got like the best toothbrush on the market. I just bought like the most expensive one because I wanted to have white teeth, right? So brush that for about 3 minutes. Then I do the tongue as well. Then I've got an air flosser. So I load it up with Listerine. I go boom, 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 boom. Mate, spick and span, teeth are looking good. Then I'll do a bit of an exfoliation on the face. Then I'll use the Tomorrow Skincare gel cleanser. That's all for the face in the shower. Then I'll use a bit of that tea tree. You know that one?
Keep it off your balls, mate.
No, keep it on the mate. It feels bloody good. I like the feeling.
Bit of steam.
Yeah.
Bit of sizzle.
Stinging.
Mm.
I like it. And
Yum.
I've got this like antibacterial scrubber so it doesn't get like moldy like those ones do. And I chuck a bit of the tingly stuff on it and mate, I'm scrubbing away. Scrub.
This is why you take so long in the morning, hey?
Yeah, but it's embedded and it's why I'm always clean, mate, you see?
Yeah.
What else do I do in the shower? Sometimes I shampoo and condition maybe once a week.
Ooh, really?
I know some blokes don't do it too often. How often do you do shampoo conditioner?
Once a month.
Yeah, fucking smell it. Don't get me started on dreadlocks.
Oh, don't
mate.
get me started.
Stay away.
Stay away.
Yeah. What else do I do in the shower? So that's about it for the soaps. And then I'll always finish on cold. So I'll run it cold for about a minute. Just get under there. I've got the headphones playing. And yeah, it's just an unreal experience. Then when we're out of the shower, I'll do the next 3 steps of the skincare routine.
Oh, mate, I actually am in love with Tomorrow Skincare. Like, no joke. We're plugging it. They're a great skincare company, but like, we genuinely like this.
It's actually because we've had a few skincare brands send us stuff in the past, and it's don't get me wrong, it hasn't been bad, but this is next level. Like you can tell, it's kind of like really like it seems like it's pharmaceutical almost. Like it looks really cool.
Yeah, it's like a
it reminds me of La Roche-Posay.
Yeah.
But kind of more tailored to men. And so I go the toner, then the serum, and then I go the moisturizer for the face. The moisturizer has like amino acids, peptides, vitamin E. That just sounds like steroids for your face.
Yeah, love that.
So yeah, it makes you look
Peptides.
sharp. Then I do a body moisturizer. Then I'll chuck some sea salt spray in my hair. I'm not even lying at this point. If I'm running the beard, I'll use a bit of beard oil. Then deodorant, then a bit of cologne. And if I need to shave, I'll use some of the Manscaped stuff.
So for me personally, mate, I used to just like 4-in-1 body wash, face, body, tire and engine cleaner. But now since Tomorrow Skincare sent it out, I just do their 4-step process plus a bit of body wash. And I feel very fresh, put a bit of wax in the hair every now and then and brush my teeth. Yeah,
well, I think that's a good one. The nail clippers as well from Manscaped. It's good because we've got like these brands that just look after the whole thing for us. It's just so nice. Some people might call me a metrosexual.
What's that mean?
I think it's someone who's like, I don't know if it's a male specifically, but a male who's like obsessed with grooming and kind of cosmetic products and stuff like that.
I'm bringing up a new topic right now, but you know what has really been grinding my gears is when I post a video with you, like us tackling each other or like just you and I kicking it together, like a couple of best mates just chilling and kids are commenting, wait, no homo. Wait, no homo. It's like, mate, are you that like nervous of your sexuality that you that concerned with it, that everything, it's like, fuck. Anyway, that's been grinding my gears.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like, people calling me like gay for wearing an earring or... I don't know, it's just like, what?
I can't believe that guy was rubbing your arm. I didn't realise he was rubbing your arm.
Dude, that's why I said get the fuck off me.
Oh, I'd be swinging.
Mate, I was angry. Man.
And he did it earlier as well.
Yeah, well, I went to the bathroom. You like caressed.
You should have gotten a drink out of him.
Nah, fuck no. We got drink vouchers there anyway. I'm not taking any man's drink. But yeah, that's our grooming routine. I like to take it pretty seriously. It's
a good question. And good luck in the Navy, mate. Go shoot them down, brother.
Cool.
Next one.
Yep.
Is cool X cool.
Yep.
It says how to be a W ladies man. How to be a ladies man. How to be a good one. I thought this is a good question. I wanted to throw it in because I am not a W ladies man personally. I've come to realise, and like that's fine. I'm not very good at like the game thing or like you got to do this for the first 2 weeks and then this. I just kind of.
Yeah.
I get in there and then look, it might get me into a bit of trouble every now and then I come to you and go, mate, what do I do here?
Yeah.
And then you come in.
And then I write up a strategy and I say, right, mate, this is what we'll do. And then you completely disobey that and you do your own thing anyway. But it's all right. You'll learn, mate.
Slowly.
For those of you who don't know, I'm probably slightly ahead of Louis in terms of just like understanding the dating game these days. I'm kind of putting myself out of it for the time being. I'm taking a little breather. And it's been really good, but, we'll see what happens. How to be a W ladies man, right? Well, I think...
Well, explain the difference between you and I. Like, what's the... Like you are not ruthless, but you know you.
And I wasn't always like that. Like it took a few heartbreaks and a few rough circumstances to make this toxic king.
Yeah, you are a toxic king. That's what I'm going at.
Yeah. I'm sure all the women I've been with in my life would speak very highly.
Gav will be like, wait, just don't reply to her, but put your read receipts on and reply in 3 weeks. No, I can't. She's so sweet. I can't do that.
Fuck that. No, she's not. Oh, mate. No, my favourite one
I don't have it in me, mate.
My favourite one was Higo saying, he said that similar thing. Like she sends you a couple of messages, give it a like reaction, put your read receipts on, and then chuck the phone in the Yarra River. Yeah. Honestly, I think that's a benefit of like being fine by yourself is like you can fucking do shit like that. And often in the game of dating these days, do less and get more.
Yeah, it's so true. So how to be a W,
if you're
ladies,
simping over this girl and giving her everything, mate, she's already won you. She's got her in the palm of your hands, mate. Like you've got nothing left to give. Like withhold a little bit. I know girls can be cool. Like you're probably excited. You got all these biological things and emotions and chemistry
Things
happening.
are going off.
You done know. But mate, just reel it in. And like when I was probably like 18 to 20, I was, simp city, mate. I was like chasing every girl there was. Like, come here, baby girl. Come on, I can change you. Can I have a hug? No.
Remember that kid in our year level?
Oh, God.
Oh, anyway.
But I think it does take a bit of learning like that. And you just understand the game. I'm not like some misogynist, toxic. Like, to be honest, I'm a fucking good bloke when it comes to this stuff. Like, I'm not going to, I don't know.
Yeah. No, I think it's good chat. And we probably didn't give you a whole lot there on how to be a W ladies man.
I'll give you 3 tips though.
Yep.
All right?
Let's go.
Groom yourself and make yourself the best looking bloke you can be, whether that be a haircut, just cleaning up.
You feel good as well.
Having good photos on social media, getting nice and lean and jacked, having some big shoulders out that t-shirt and some nice biceps and triceps. That'll go a long way. So appearance wise, make yourself the best looking bloke you can be. That's kind of what I would recommend. And just the second one is probably to exude confidence, not arrogance. You don't want to be a dickhead and just talk about yourself the whole time, which I've definitely done in the past. And I learnt that girls don't really care about your bench press. So be confident, but not arrogant. So that means making eye contact, speaking with a bit of projection and intention in the voice. Just kind of be yourself. If you're not a confident guy, going to the gym, things like that, really believing in what you do helps with that, I'd say.
I heard it just quickly. I heard a really good thing on a podcast the other day. He said it's 3 things that all men should do. It was lift weights, put yourself in like vulnerable situations, and I forgot the third one, but do both of those. Yeah. Cool.
Third one, just have
confidence.
So third one is probably relates to a bit of the dynamics in dating. So I don't know. It depends if you've just like found the one and yet both of your energies match. But a lot of the time these days, you can't just be simping the whole time. And I think you'll probably get less results if you're just being a simp and your back's bent over and you fucking, I just don't think you'll have that much joy. You'll just get played the whole time and a lot of broken hearts. But those are kind of my 3 tips and you'll be on your way. I don't think we call it a W, ladies, man, because that sounds like you're a bit of a womanizer. I just say be a good bloke, talk to girls in a respectful manner, and see what happens from there.
It's good response, mate. Well done. So, good luck to you, cool Lex, cool. The next one, we'll keep it anonymous. Yeah. Liam McGuire says, "Where is the clitoris?"
Yeah.
To be honest, mate, I'm still searching. I haven't found it yet. And when you find it, let me know.
Is it like on the left posterior?
I heard it's like near the knee kind of thing.
Adductor? The back of the knee?
Yeah, the adductor back of the knee.
I wonder what it looks like.
Yeah, no idea personally. But if you find it, let us know.
Yeah. Post it in the chat. I don't have my notifications on, so make sure you tag me in it.
Yep.
But yeah, I think there's quite a few of us on the journey to find it.
It's a genuine journey.
Yep.
It is a genuine, and maybe one day we'll get there. I think someone in 1950 found it once.
Yeah, and I heard like he's in Area 51 now. His findings, they just like locked him up.
Yeah. They're asking him all the secrets.
Yep.
With that, we have an exit song.
Yeah.
Should we hit it?
Yep.
Thank you guys so much for listening to the podcast. We are exiting with a tune these days. So this one's us on our journey right now. Let's